In this video I will speak about 4 ideas to manage your portfolio until the end of this year. And the first idea, it's about geographic diversification. As I recently said in a post on eToro, we have certain economies that could thrive in terms of the present global situation, like India, who recently became the 5th economy in terms of GDP. And we have also other economies that are undervalued. We have China, of course, with many risks, but we could see other economies like, for instance, Brazil. The second idea, it's also about diversification, but this time in terms of diversification in asset classes. There are several asset classes. We could look at the bond market, for instance, with several ETFs that gave us exposure to different kinds of bonds, but also, for instance, in terms of commodities. We have several ETFs that give us exposure to the commodity sector. And as we know, the commodities are not completely correlated with stocks, so we could have some differentiated performance in terms of these asset classes. And of course, we could even diversify with cryptocurrencies. We could also add some currency positions in terms of Forex that can give us an even greater uncorrelated performance with the general stock market. The third idea, it's also related with diversification, but in terms of sectors. We know that the sectors have importance in terms of the economical cycle, and some stocks perform better in certain parts of the economic cycle, and we could use this rotation to balance the portfolio. Sometimes the timing of these rotations it's very difficult, but it's something that we could consider to give the portfolio some kind of protection, but also considering some sectors that for some particular reasons are undervalued or overvalued. The final idea, it's about the cash reserve. In these moments where the valuations are still high, we could have a cash reserve for entering some stocks that have some drawdowns, and we look at the stocks and we see some kind of future on that stocks is a way of entering. It's also a way of give once again protection to the portfolio. And even if we don't believe a lot in having a cash reserve, we could have a very small cash reserve only for balancing the entries and the exitings. My name is Pedro Nunes. I am an eToro popular investor. You can see my portfolio in the description. This is my monthly video where I covered something about the financial markets. You can also subscribe to the channel to see some other contents that I sometimes create. And I hope to see you again in the next month's video.